Hi, first grade readers. Welcome to another day of Readers Workshop. Yesterday, we started a brand new chart, a brand new toolbox called Tools for Understanding Our Books. That means comprehending our books, knowing what's happening, what's going on in the story. The first strategy you learned in this toolbox is to check that you're getting it by going back and rereading. Today, I want to teach you another strategy to add to this toolbox. Today, I want to teach you that readers make a movie to picture what's happening to help them understand the story. So, you making a movie in your head, picture what's going on. Make it like it's a movie in your head. You've all watched many movies before. When you're reading, put that movie in your head. Use your imagination. And I know, first graders, all of you have great imagination, so this strategy will be super helpful to help you understand your books. Watch how I try it. Watch how I make a movie in my head to help me understand one of the stories in Frog and Toad Are Friends. Remember the story Spring? You can read along with me if you like, but watch how I use this strategy to help me understand. Spring. Frog ran up the path to Toad's house. He knocked on the front door. There was no answer. "Toad, Toad," shouted Frog. "Wake up! It is spring!" "Blah," said a voice from inside the house. "Toad, Toad," cried Frog. In my head, I'm already picturing Toad in the house, in the bed maybe, making those voices, saying blah. He doesn't seem happy, Toad. And if you notice, there's not a picture of that. I'm making that movie in my head of Toad. It just says it in the words, so that's why I'm making it in my head, not from the picture. "The sun is shining. The snow is melting. Wake up." "I am not here," said the voice. So if you could see, there's no picture of Toad in the house. I'm making that movie in my head of him, saying that he's not here. Frog walked into the house. It was dark. All the shutters were closed. "Toad, where are you?" called Frog. "Go away," said the voice from a corner in the room. Toad was lying in bed. He had pulled all the covers over his head. Frog pushed Toad out of bed. He pushed him out of the house and onto the front porch. Toad blinked in the bright sun. "Help," said Toad. "I cannot see anything." I'm picturing Toad on the front porch, yelling, "I can't see anything," in the bright sun. There's not a picture of him doing that, but in Miss Caputo's brain, there's a movie going on in her head of Toad doing that. "Don't be silly," said Frog. "What you see is the clear, warm light of April, and it means that we can begin a whole new year together." "A whole new year together, Toad. Think of it," said Frog. "We will skip through the meadows and run through the woods and swim in the river. In the evenings, we will sit right here on this front porch and count the stars." "You can count them, Frog," said Toad. "I will be too tired. I am going back to bed." What's going on in your head? Pause the video and tell a stuffed animal or a family member what's going on. What movie is going on in your head right now? Toad went back into the house. He got into the bed and pulled the covers over his head. I'm picturing Toad pulling the covers over his head right now. That's what's going on in my head. "But Toad," cried Frog, "you will miss all the fun." "Listen, Frog," said Toad. "How long have I been asleep?" "You have been asleep since November," said Frog. "Well then," said Toad, "a little more sleep will not hurt me. Come back again and wake me up about 1/2 May. Good night, Frog." What's going on in your head? Tell a family member or tell a stuffed animal what movie's going on in your head right now. "But Toad," said Frog, I will be lonely until then." Toad did not answer. He had fallen asleep. Frog looked at Toad's calendar. The November page was still on top. Frog tore off the November page. He tore off the December page and the January page, the February page and the March page. He came to the April page. Frog tore off the April page too. I'm picturing in my head Frog just tearing off all these pages on the calendar because those months have passed. What about you? What are you picturing in your head? Then Frog ran back to Toad's bed. Toad, Toad, wake up! It is May now. What? Said Toad. Can it be May so soon? Yes, said Frog. Look at your calendar. Toad looked at the calendar. The May page was on top. Why, it is May, said Toad as he climbed out of bed. Then he and Frog ran outside to see the world was looking in the spring. I'm sorry, I have to go back and reread. Then he and Frog ran outside to see how the world was looking in the spring. Right now, pause the video, and I want you to act out what's happening in the story right now. Act it out. So maybe you'll act out Toad and Frog, how they're acting right now, what they're saying, how they're feeling. Go ahead and do that. And that's the end of that story. So there was lots of movies going on in my head. Did you see how that strategy really helps understand what's going on in the story? Today and every day, readers, I want you to use that strategy. Continue to use the reread strategy if you're not getting it. But now you have a new one in your toolbox. Make a movie to picture what's happening. Great job today, readers. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to do the reading assignment. After you do the reading assignment, be sure to get your 20 minutes of reading in as well. You can read on Mayan if you don't have books at home, or you can reach out to us and ask us other ways you can read at home. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Bye.